Scream fans. It is director Nico. Would prefer not to say my last name, and director
Dave. And we are both characters in our Scream fan films.
And also we're the directors, as we said before. I hope you guys are excited for our sequel, and we thought we should talk about our experiences with our Scream movie.
Now, pretty much, we started in the movie theater. We were like,
Yeah.
we saw Scream 5, and we were like, we have to make a fan film.
Have to make it.
But pretty much, we started, the first time we ever filmed our movie was February 9th.
At my house.
At Nico's house. It was, in the movie, it was Cassidy Becker's attack. She's wearing a yellow shirt, black leggings, and yellow socks.
Jesus. And actually something you guys may not know is that Cassidy was actually supposed to be the original kill.
Yeah.
Although it turns out both her and the person who we decided to make the first kill both survived.
So, basically, we filmed it February 9th. Was it, yeah, a year ago, and a year and a half ago, 2022. It was really cool because that was like our first ever scene, and she survived. She was going to die, but Cassidy survived, and now she's going to go into the sequel. But it's funny because my niece Ariana in the movie, who gets attacked first in the movie, was going to be the opening for the sequel before we decided that we were going to do something else and make it better. But Cassidy was going to be the first attack for the first movie.
But then we decided to change it.
We decided to change it and merge both of our movie footage for both movies together.
And now we're making another sequel. That's like the actual sequel.
And it's really good.
Yeah. So, we got a lot of new props. He is getting most of the props. Thank you.
Breakaway glass bottles and whatnot.
Yeah. Also, we'll actually find props. We'll find props in someone's house. For example, we needed a dummy for reasons we cannot say because it'd be a big spoiler.
It's just a death.
Yeah, just a death.
It's good.
It was really good. But anyways, we needed a dummy. We were like, hey, do you have any dummies?
Pretty much.
And then they were like, yeah, we do. And then we're like, okay, good.
Yeah, so pretty much
Because we don't want to break
in
your
the
ankles.
scene, right, they had to, do something that would be impossible for someone to do. So we went through the whole basement, and we found a dummy that was perfect, so we used that, and the scene came out really good and brutal. Our sequel now is 3/4 done filming out of 4. We're very close, and we could say it's 100 times better than the original.
Yeah. And also, you don't need to wait 2.5 years after we're finished filming, because we do the editing after each scene.
Yeah, we do the editing after each scene, so it's not
Well, he does the editing, then I'll look it over and be like, you need
and
a
then
sound
he has
here.
to tweak it a little bit, and then
Yeah.
I'll fix it up. But then Nico does all cool edits that I'll post on YouTube
Yeah.
when the sequel's out.
So basically, how we mostly write scenes is mostly I'll go into text. I'll spend 5 hours. Well, not 5 hours,
He'll
but
literally, I'll tell him, can you write me a draft of so-and-so's attack or death or a talking scene?
I'll take 25 minutes to
He'll
write
take
the
25
entire thing.
minutes, and it's a huge paragraph. He sends me a message, and I have to transfer that and write all of it.
Yeah, and then he makes it more proper, profound, fix any
That
grammar,
specific
because I'm horrible with grammar.
But it's a fun process. To
Yeah,
write these things.
it is a fun process. And also, you do write some of the stuff by yourself, because you are a director too, and you're a writer too. And it's a lot of fun.
We spend a lot of work on these movies because we want it to be really good.
Yeah.
Our first movie was more of a experimental movie.
Yeah.
Because it was our first time ever making movies. I remember in 5th
Yeah.
grade with someone else, we were going to make a movie. We committed, but then we didn't do it because we didn't think it would be possible. But now it's actually possible, and we're making these movies. So pretty much now costumes. I made my own Ghostface robe for the second movie.
Because his old one, it was not
Too small.
Yeah,
it was
too small.
for the first movie, it was down to here. Now it's up to here. I'm not even lying.
Yeah.
We used the 25th anniversary robes, but now I made my own. So.
And also, just a little hint, we actually added some stuff to the masks. Hint, hint.
Not too many spoilers.
Yeah. I actually added Velcro, so that way when I'm running, it doesn't fall off, which was a big problem when we were filming a lot of our scenes.
There's a lot of cool things in the sequel that you guys are gonna not probably expect.
A lot of running.
A lot of running, a lot of chases, definitely sequences that are. He's 10 times more brutal, more kills, more chases, attacks.
More chases.
Yep. More dialogue, important things. And there's a lot of secrets from certain characters that
Yeah.
are going to be revealed.
So filming it's actually very different. In our sequel, it's a very different experience, basically.
Or our first one. Well,
Yeah.
the first movie, we really did
Yeah.
household filming.
Yeah. In the sequel, it's
But
actually
before we get to the sequel,
Yeah.
there's one scene in the first one. We were under a bridge with a character who died. I'm not going to say who because if you haven't watched it yet,
Yeah.
please go watch it before you watch this.
Yes.
But there would be bikers because it's a biking trail and it's like an
Yeah.
overpass, right? There would
And
be bikers. So
Yeah.
then I would pour blood on him on the ground and he would be laying down dead and then the people would pass and be like, what's going on over there?
Yeah, it's always sort of like scary when you're filming in public because imagine if there's like
Someone might call the
comes
cops
by
on
and
you.
he's like, I gotta call the cops.
And now for the sequel, we had an instance where we were
Yeah.
filming and these cars kept coming like
Yeah.
10 times staring at us.
And it was crazy because we weren't even in costume or there
Yeah.
wasn't blood or anything.
Yeah, it was just talking dialogue.
But yeah, it's always very scary filming in the sequel because there are a lot more outside and more public things. Especially one time, it was practically in the middle of the night, really.
Yeah, there
We
was.
were in an alley.
We were in
like near like a popular busy street. Like a really busy street.
It's a turnpike, right? So there's a bunch of cars, and before the alleyway, Ghostface was chasing,
Yeah.
and we had to film him on the street with ongoing cars, and
People
during
were
traffic
staring
lights,
at us.
people were staring at us. There was people running or like jogging or whatever doing by, right? So it was hard, but we managed to do it, and it came out pretty good.
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite scenes. In the
But then the alleyway, do you want to say the person that walked by?
Oh yeah. We were filming. A random dude. This is like we were looking over it. We saw a random dude walking, looking over like this.
As we were doing one of the biggest
Yeah.
things in that scene.
Where
Don't
where
say
the
it.
glass comes in.
Yeah, where the glass comes in. But some dude passed by and he started staring. But our parents and the main character's parents were watching. So if we didn't have a parent there, they probably would have called the cops. Because it's the timing that he came and then someone like did something bad to Ghostface. But yeah, so it's fun, but
Yeah.
it's also really hard to film in public sometimes.
I'm very nervous.
Especially because there's a school setting and
Oh,
sometimes
yeah.
there's
at the school.
there's activities going on there, so people are looking and whatnot. We first started watching Scream when we were really young, believe it or
Yeah.
not. We were really lucky too. What was
Yeah.
the first Scream you watched?
I first watched Scream.
Mine
1.
was Scream 2. The first clip I saw on YouTube, I was going through YouTube and I saw this movie called Scream 2. And I was little because I didn't know what
I
2
thought it
meant
was 3.
sometimes. No, it was 2.
Oh, okay.
And it was Dewey and Gail getting chased inside of the soundstage or whatever in Scream 2. That was the first scene I ever saw for Scream. How about yours?
Yeah. The first thing I saw, well, honestly, it's really funny. It's really funny. So I actually saw the costume many times before,
Yeah,
but I just thought it was like a little Grim Reaper costume. And then I watched.
we didn't know
this-
the meaning of it.
And then I watched the Scream movie. I was like, I watched Scream 1 with my mom because I just started getting into horror movies. My mom was like, we have to watch Scream. I think you'll really like it, honey. So then we watch it. I'm like, that's what the costume was from.
And ever since,
And then it was really funny on Halloween when I was when I was Ghostface on Halloween. Everyone, you know how it's just a costume a lot of people wear. So everyone had their normal costumes or whatever. They probably didn't even know the meaning of Scream. Well, I'm in there with the 25th anniversary Ghostface costume with the sparkles and everything. I was like, so cool.
And
got
when
the
we went
better
to go-
costume than
remember
everybody.
when we went to go see Scream 6, people were looking at us?
Yeah, people were looking at us because we were wearing our Scream costume.
But do we care? No, because Scream's awesome.
Yes. So actually, there were some problems we had with filming. Is that, as we always say in like practically every interview ever, people were messing around and being super funny, which was good. But some people, in the middle of scenes, we'd have a great scene that we've been trying super hard, but we finally get it right, and then someone will be like,
Yeah,
in the
someone-
background,
you'll see it in the background. Someone will just be like,
and like making funny faces, and it's really bad because we can't film that scene again. Because people will be like, oh, I'm not going to film that scene again. So then we sort of have to stay with that one scene.
Mhm.
You know?
there was also an instance where we were filming at a school, and I had this microphone that I attached to my phone, but I forgot to turn the Bluetooth onto it. So then when we were recording, and it was a really good scene, there was no music for it.
Yeah.
Which sucked, but the second time we did it, it actually came out better. But I mean, you have to learn from your mistakes.
So basically, I think we had a lot of fun filming, writing, directing everything with only a few small problems. And I think that people that love Scream, well, they love our movies.
Yeah.
And especially people who like the first Scream movie. They're gonna
For the people out there who said they really liked our first movie and think it was good, if you thought that was good, you're in for a treat. And we should probably be careful that the police aren't gonna come and they're here.
Yep, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Bye. Thanks for watching our interview.